motivation, while it was effective and while it was good, I found it kind of cliche.
Aaron is a very cliche character, just so you know. Yeah. He's not very unique, and if you guys say that, wow, Aaron is such a unique and well-written character, he's really not.
I think the series would be a lot better if Mikasa was the main character.
Oh my, Mikasa's a great character. Now she is a little cliche in a way, but I still like her as a character better. Luca. I don't read the manga, and I think in the manga they're like about to find out what's in the basement or whatever. I don't know a clue about that because I don't read the manga. But I will say though, I may never cosplay from Attack on Titan. I may never have the guts to wear an Attack on Titan shirt or buy any gear from it. But you can bet your booty that I will be sitting at my computer on Crunchyroll in the first episode of the second season comes out. So we're gonna move on to number 2. This series I have the weirdest love-hate relationship with.
Oh no! Why?
I wanted this series to be better. When I watched the first couple episodes, I was like, this is it. This is gonna be a wonderful series. And you know what? Like, I generally like it, but there are so many disappointing things about it. Like, here, let's introduce this character who you think is going to be important later. Oh, no, they just died. Okay. Which I understand it's Sword Art Online, and that's kind of a thing they do, but just only a very couple characters and a lot of. I like Asuna and Kirito. I think that Asuna she's kind of, in a way, a stronger-willed character than I think Kirito is in a way. So I like their chemistry. I do like that, yeah.
I may get a lot of hate for this.
That's okay. This is what this panel is for, my friend.
I think the show became absolutely pointless after they left the first game.
Yeah, Alpine, GGO. I kind of agree with you there. I wish they would have taken like the first 26 episodes of SAO and then the 26 episodes of GGO to kind of say like, kind of build up those characters more and show the fights where they were fighting through Sword Art Online and how to get out, because what they had going for them in Sword Art Online was great, but it just went by in like 11 episodes.
Yeah, it was like they didn't even finish the game. They got like halfway through, and then it was like the owner of the game was secretly the guild leader in disguise. Kirito cheated, defeated him halfway through.
He's like, why'd you do it? I don't know. Wow, what amazing. You right there?
I think some people might get upset because know it's middle score. But anyway, so this anime, I think it's the only anime I could ever say that I have 100% certain I've dropped. I've watched the first half of the first season with my little sister all at once, and then I was just so the characters weren't really that well developed. At least the majority of the ones when I was watching up to that point, the episodes were very repetitive. I wanted to be able to learn more about what each level had. Then it was focused more on trying to basically repeat the same structure for the last episode.
Yeah, I completely agree, especially with the characters, because I really like Liz a lot, but she was only in like one episode. And same with Silica. Silica is a really cute character, but she was only really important, like barely important in one episode. So that was one issue. I'll take like these last 3 questions and then we gotta move on to this one.
One thing I really don't like about it is there's the 3 male characters on that picture. Every other male character recorded is a psychopath.
Yeah, fair enough. That's true.
I hate really what they did to Asuna because, like, at first she seemed like the strong, independent character, and then she just straight up turned into a damsel in distress.
Yes, yeah, that was something that was a really weird transition for me going into Alpine. I completely agree with that. You right there at the blonde.
What is the cousin incest subplot?
Okay, wait. You are talking to someone who thinks Oremo is top tier anime. So that doesn't faze me. So, okay, Sally?
Was it really necessary to have, when they had Kirito with like Liz and with Silica, did they really need to add like a romance to everyone? Every girl?
Yeah, that annoyed me a lot because for a while I was like, please let Kirito end with Liz. I really like her a lot. But yeah. Alright, we're gonna move on though. Alright, so what is number 1? This should be kind of obvious. What is the show that I haven't mentioned yet that you see all around in stores and you've seen it since like 2005, 2006? Death Note. Another series that I personally love. Who does not like the? You guys look like you don't like this series. Do you like it? All right. What is it? Not well. I agree.
It's very overdone in a lot of areas. Like for instance, the epic potato chip eating.
I'm actually glad that was there because there's so many memes now. And I love it. But no, I agree. There is some overdramatic. I'll take one more and then we'll move on.
Okay, so the people in my hate because I absolutely stopped it when Elle died.
Yeah, oh my gosh, because Nier was never as cool.
No, I did that, and then I just watched the last episode. Yes.
No, Elle was best character. He was really what, like, the tension between Elle and Light made me enjoy the series. The tension between Nier and Light was not as intense to me. I definitely agree with you there. Okay, so we're just getting started, guys. That was my anime list database top 10. For those of you who are new to the panel or for the video or whatever, we were going down what myanimelist.net, a giant anime database, has as their top anime based on popularity, which means they pretty much survey their entire their users and they know what their lists are and then make a list of what's the most popular throughout the users. Now we're just gonna go to anime that I really don't like. And not necessarily don't like. Some of it, there are a few of these scattered in here I'm okay with. So again, we're just getting started. We're gonna talk about stuff that you see in cosplay over and over again. That's like, wow. That is all the time. Stuff that you see merchandise at FYE, Hot Topic, Spencer, stuff that you'll see in the dealer's room all the time. And you're just like, can I please find my favorite series? And then just word of mouth, stuff that you'll hear, like you're shopping at Walmart and someone walks by you and they're just talking about some series and you're like, oh my gosh, it's everywhere, I can't get away from it. So this next series is one that could have been great, but they killed the best character in episode 5.
Yes.
I hate Black Butler. Can I hear it? Yeah, okay. Everyone's like, but Sebastian is so hot. Do you watch anime? Like, there are attractive male characters, and you think Sebastian? Ciel is annoying. He's annoying. And for instance, I only got to episode 5 before I had to quit. Because guess who the best character was, who at first I thought was annoying. And then I heard her backstory. She's the best. Madam Red. She's the best character and the only redeemable character in the entire series. And they kill her off in episode 5. I wanted to watch that series because I loved Madam Red so much. I was like, oh my gosh, if this series is going to be about her, I love her. I want to be her. Oh, thanks, Growl. You're a jerk. That's why I don't like Growl either. I look at Growl cosplayers and I'm like, so, yeah, okay, you look like you have something to say.
If you think that's the downfall of the series, did you ever see anything of season 2? It's just absolute absolute trash. Season 2 just complete trash.
Yeah, I've heard that season 2 is just awful. I'm not even, if I can't even deal with the first 5 episodes, and everyone's like, oh, read the manga's better. I can tell you right here, I've read a little bit of the manga, it's not much better. You right here?
I hate Eloise. He's in second season.
I don't even know who he is, to be honest.
He's so whiny, and then Quad is just.
They're all whiny!
But so is Seal. But Book of Circus wasn't that bad. Other than, it didn't make much sense.
I hear Book of Circus is better. I'm not gonna invest my
It's just
time.
really confusing.
The second best character was Mayrin. She's so funny. She's like, oh, Sebastian, I just grabbed a bunch of blah, blah, blah. She's so funny. She's annoying in a good way. Alright, oh my god, this next show. I hate this show almost. I think I hate this next show more than Black Butler. It annoys me. What?
I agree.
This show is so annoying. I want to cry because it's so annoying.
It's because England's cooking is that bad.
And the funny thing is, I don't even have a good reason to like, why do people like that? And then I tried to read the manga. The manga's not bad, the 4-panel manga, because you know, like it's okay. But I can't stand Natalia, and I'm so sorry, and I don't want to offend anybody, but a lot of the fans for Natalia are so annoying. Oh, I won't get them. I'm not gonna get them. Please, no, don't get I will get kicked out. Alright, so does anyone else want to say anything about Natalia? I'm sorry, I'm here to trash your favorite anime.
That's why I came.
Good, well, this show sucks. Okay, back here, someone had a comment.
Not only is it really just kind of cringeworthy because it's so, like, it tries so hard to be random and all of that, but, like, a lot of times people who like it can be really disrespectful about flags and stuff like that.
Yep, and I was actually going to address that. That's very true. Sometimes, like, how would you like it if someone, I mean, most of us are from the United States of America, I'm guessing. How would you like it if someone was, like, taking your flag in another country conventions and throwing it around and poking people with it, hitting people? I mean, there have been issues like that, and I don't want to stay too long on that, but that is an issue with the cosplay sometimes. But yeah, this is a bad anime, and I'm not even going to try it. Alright, one more comment.
I personally liked it, but it seems like everyone else in the fandom won't talk about anything but yaoi. And then
Oh
accuse
god.
me of some
That and Attack on Titan, and yeah.
It's 33. Aaron is like 15.
Alright, so we're going to move on to another series that was super popular last year. Very popular in anime, in cosplay. And this series, it took a while for it to grow on me. I think I was expecting something else. I still don't like this show, but there's a reason. I talked to a friend about it, and there's a reason why it's a little different to me. But Kill la Kill. Who here really does not like Kill la Kill? Okay. Good, there's a mix. See, I'm one of those people, I was like, yes, Trigger, like, it's gonna be like Gurren Lagann, which I would have hated if it was exactly like Gurren Lagann, but let's be honest, the last episode was pretty much Gurren Lagann again. But Kill la Kill, to me, I am one of those people where if I'm gonna watch a series, and hear me out on this, because I gotta explain it, I'm one of those people where if fan service ruins a story, I will not like the anime, and there are a lot of examples about that in anime, because I don't think that fan service is okay. I'm totally cool with that, like woohoo. But if it takes away from the plot and the story and characters, I really don't like it. Now, I'm not necessarily talking about this anime. At first, I thought that was the case, but let's be honest, the entire series is about fan service. So it didn't bother me as much with this, but I ended up figuring out that there's a lot in this series with like Japanese history, World War II history, that's hidden in there, so it's not completely ridiculous. You just have to really look for it. But overall, I was kind of unimpressed with the series.
Fans of the series often defend it, saying that it's parroting fan service, though I really find it hard. I really find it hard to tell whether it's parroting or just straight up using fan service just to get attention.
Fair enough. Yeah, that's actually a really good point. It was one of those things where I just thought this whole series was going to be ridiculous, but I wanted to stick through it because I watch anime to understand why people like it. But by like episode 11 or 12, when you find out, and I don't want to spoil anything really, but you find out that the whole anime is actually a lot about family and family issues, and that I like anime with those kinds of issues, so I liked it a little more. But in the end, I was just pretty disappointed. Right here, last question.
I would say that the reason it is a parody, or the reason that you can actually like even be able to say, oh, this is a parody of fan service, is because it has the fan service is a part of it at an integral level. Like it's meta about it, if that makes sense. Like it's hard to explain, but
No,
I think you get it.
And I think one of the things is like the perspective.
It's definitely a problematic thing, though.
Yeah. Okay, we'll move on to the next show. This next show was cool to watch in 2006, and then like 2010 hit, and I was like, please stop. It's a cute show. This show is great. Like this show does a lot of things right, and it's not as it's not stereotypical. Well, it is a little bit, but it it tries to break the whole like senpai notice me into the why won't you notice senpai kind of thing. So the only thing about the series is that people think it's the funniest anime they've ever seen, and I barely laughed while watching the series. I just don't think a lot of the jokes are as funny as a lot. Like, if you want funny anime, watch Nichijou. Like, My Ordinary Life. It's a great show. Anyone here like really just dislike Orange High School Musical Club? Wow, no comments. Okay, we won't stay on this one for long. It's just one of those. It's just really overrated. Yeah, right here.
I hear a lot about it. It's like I don't have a problem with it. It's like incest. It's great, but it's also kind of weird how far they take it.
I don't know. It's a lot of people just like it's one of those shows that it's like it's okay. It's very just okay in my eyes, but everyone thinks it's like the greatest thing. So slice the bread. All right, this next one is something that recently came back because of a certain remake, and casual anime fans, as in people who don't actually watch anime but they pretend to like it because they watched Sailor Moon as a kid. So apparently they're the biggest Sailor Moon fan ever. I mean, and I actually didn't watch a lot of Sailor Moon as a kid. I'm not really big into Sailor Moon. I love magical girl stuff, but Sailor Moon to me, I know it was like a pivotal magical girl show. For the record, Wedding Peach came first, I believe, so that kind of set the stone. But yeah, this is one of those series that's coming back in stores, and you see it everywhere, and like you go up to someone and they're wearing like a Sailor Moon shirt, and like you try to talk about it with them, and like I don't even watch Sailor Moon, and I know more about Sailor Moon than like a lot of people who claim they are into it. It's coming back more as like a retro thing than it is like an actual, like people actually follow the manga or really, really like it.
I mean, the Try Guys did it.
Yeah. So it's coming back as one of those things. Right here, yeah.
I think that if it didn't come out like at the right time, like it did, it wouldn't be nearly as popular.
Yeah.
I don't think that it has a lot of quality to it. I think it's more of the nostalgic feelings behind it that make it popular.
It really is. I mean, because and I'll be the first to say, since I didn't really watch it, I wasn't really into it as a kid. Like everyone was so hyped for Sailor Moon Crystal, and I thought Sailor Moon Crystal was a joke. I was like, what is this? So I really did. And then I tried to read the manga too, but I just can't do Sailor Moon like a lot of other people can. Okay, this series, I don't even know what I'm going to talk about the series because I barely know anything about it, but it's everywhere and I want to know. This next series is probably just a big deal because people watched it as a kid.
No! Why?
This is one of those series where like, you're chilling with your coworkers or someone, or you're talking to an employee and they're like, oh, you like anime? And you're like, yeah. And they go, oh, like Dragon Ball Z and stuff?
I feel like that's like the main thing to go when it comes to anime. It's like Dragon Ball Z.
I'm like, no. Dragon Ball Z was something that I watched some episodes of as a kid, but it's another one of those like shows that people who aren't into anime now, they remember Dragon Ball Z. And what? Yeah, right here.
Dragon Ball Z, when it came out in my country like 15 years ago, it was so big that my dad watched it with his coworkers and all of them every single day that it came out. They would stop work just to watch it.
That's actually really rad.
Yeah, we had it before you guys did.
Yeah.
Sally, did you want to say something?
They had a lot of filler episodes as well.
Yeah.
They would draw like fight scenes out. I'm like, please stop. Okay, he killed him. It's over. Just go back to Earth.
Yeah, I just didn't like a lot of the times when I was a kid. I got really bored with Dragon Ball Z. As a kid, I was really into Beyblade as a kid, to be honest. Beyblade was my favorite anime as a child. So I'll take one more comment back here.
I liked it as a kid. I used to watch it with my brother, but then I actually decided to go back. I just had I think it was like my freshman year of college. I just started watching a bunch of things I watched as a child. And I just can't get over the fact that you hear them yelling and charging up for almost an entire episode.
Yeah.
It really bothers me now.
I mean, I guess like Dragon Ball Z fans are used to it. They think it's like the coolest thing they've ever seen. Okay, wow, this next show is. I'm just gonna.
I was hoping that Of course you're gonna go to free.
Let me tell you. When this first came out, when the season was running for it, everyone was talking about this new swimming anime, and I was looking at it from outside, and I was like, man, this looks like trash. Like, this looks like literally just fan service for women, and it's just... But, if you actually watch the series, it's actually really good. I'm not gonna lie, the story's really good, the characters are really well developed, they all have each individual personalities. It's very suspenseful, the second season's even better in my opinion, but it is one of those ones that literally, if you talk to me about Free for like 20 minutes straight, I will hate you, and I will tell you that I hate Free just so you'll stop talking to me. So, it's one of those things, like, I enjoyed watching it, it was good, yes, but, like, this is even a series that I love enough to where I'd buy merch for it or something, but, like, people will sit there and they're so obsessed with it, and they, like, if I tell someone, yeah, I like Free, it was a great show, they'll sit here and talk to me nonstop, talking, like, 70 miles a minute, like, just endlessly about their pairings and their, please, no, like, it's a great show, don't ruin it for me. Like, oh gosh, like, I can't, like, I like Free, but I can't stand most of the fans. Yeah. I've only seen a little bit of the dub. I watched the sub of both seasons. Is the dub that bad? No, but I definitely do love this show. It's very, people always make fun of it because they think it's just fan service for women, but at the same time, it's very well done, and I think everyone should give it a chance. I'll take 2 comments on this.
It's funny because one of the things that points out a lot of problems about the show is this little web series called 50% Off. You ever seen it?
Is that the abridged thing?
Yeah.
I have not seen it, but it's so funny because my friend on the car right here told me about it. Okay, one more comment, or 2 more. You were first, so I'll take you and then I'll take you.
Okay, so this show is the only reason we're joining Swing Club.
Are you serious? Okay! That's hilarious! Alright, you back there?
Yeah, just on the ships on this show. It's in the water. Of course there's gonna be ships.
Woo! You spend a lot of time on Tumblr. No, I don't do the shipping thing. Like, Naruto I'll do it because it makes sense, but this, it just does, please no, it doesn't make sense. Alright, this next show, okay, oh my gosh, so were any of you guys at Banzaicon?
Yes.
I know you were, some of you guys were. So at Banzaicon, I went with some friends and I left my husband at home and we drove, it was like a 6-hour drive because I live in Virginia, and I texted him, I was like, how are you doing? And he went, I'm doing good, I'm on like episode 50 of One Piece. And I'm sitting here, I'm like, why? It's so long and there's so much anime to be watched. And, like, this is the #1 series in Japan. Like, when I was in Japan last year, you'll walk into gas stations and like, you know how like Mickey Mouse is kind of like our like character, like our iconic character, yeah. Chopper, and he's like a moose. I don't have a clue what he is, to be honest. Whatever, he's a reindeer. He's very popular. He's like the equivalent of Mickey Mouse, like America, Mickey Mouse, Japan to Chopper. So you see Chopper where like, I believe this sold more than like Naruto, Bleach, and Dragon Ball Z combined or something in Japan, so it's extremely popular. I don't get the gist. I was one of those losers that started off with the 4Kids dub because I was a loser. But I will tell you, I gave the manga a chance. I gave the Japanese a chance. I just don't think I can take 600 episodes of Luffy. I really cannot do it.
Alright, first off, great premise. But my problem with the series is they never go anywhere with the plot. There'll be like 10 episodes dedicated not to just one fight, but to one section of a fight.
Exactly, like I feel like I'd be wasting my time with one arc with One Piece where I could go watch like 2 or 3 anime series that are really good.
Yeah.
So I'm sure the series is great. I'm sure people that read it and are caught up with it really love it, but it's just so like, if they made it, like, I hear they're only like halfway through it. Dear Lord, please, we'll all be grandpas and grandmas by the time this stuff is done. Alright, so this next show, I talked about this earlier, but I have a lot of problems with this show. this show is something that you do see a lot at Hot Topic and FYE in terms of merch, so a lot of people know what it is. It's a very oversaturated series. One of the things, now the beginning of the series was great. This series, I believe it came out in 2008, 2007, maybe, I don't remember.
It's an anime from 2009. It was all Vampire Knight and Soul Eater.
Oh gosh.
It was
Okay, so like 2008, 2009-ish. 2009, it was really popular, right? So like, I heard about this show at school and I started watching it and it's great, and I like the characters. I think the underground battle between, who is it? Yeah, where they're under their academy, it's really good, but other than that, like once you get past that, it just gets very generic, very boring, and it doesn't go anywhere. Like, and I understand that Soul Eater does not follow the manga, and I've been actually starting to read the manga. The manga is actually very good, but there are a lot of problems with Soul Eater that they could have fixed. It's a wonderful idea, like using using a person as a weapon. Like, it's just a really cool idea, and this could have been a top tier anime, but it was just let down with really stupid humor that was not funny. Characters that made no sense, very flat characters. So I ended up just not, is there anyone else who just does not really like Soul Eater? Yeah.
I think the ending, I think they killed it with the ending. Especially like Courage Punch, really. You just destroyed the most like unstoppable thing with one punch.
Well, and
out of all like the cool.
And it probably just all goes back to the fact that they're like, oh, let's finish it up without the manga, but no, I agree. It's anything past like episode 25-ish is bad. I will take 2 more comments on this and then we'll move on.
So I did like the beginning of the series. It was really good, and I especially liked the characters were flat, yes, but they did have some interesting background, like one of them being an assassin and the other being the son of Death himself. But it just feels like they could have done so much more with these characters, and they just kind of brushed it aside.
No, I agree with that completely. There's really not a character that I can say. I do like Black Star a lot, but other than that, I'll take one more comment. Is there a comment? Alright, we're gonna, right here.
Believe it or not, it wasn't good at all. But
it looks cute.
It's cute, but it's not. It's complete. It has very little relation to the actual show, but it does kind of give you a backstory of Liz and Patty, like a little bit. But that's about it, and then the rest is just theory.
Alright, we're gonna like go through these real fast because I only have 15 more minutes. And okay, so this next slide I know is gonna hurt some feelings because this is one of my unpopular opinions about this next group of art, pretty much. I know Miyazaki movies, Studio Ghibli. Don't get me wrong. There is not a Studio Ghibli movie that I don't like. I like them all. They're enjoyable. But people always just think anime movies and they go straight to Miyazaki movies. There's a lot of really, has anyone seen Wolf Children? It's really new. Wolf Children's beautiful. Howl is another really great movie. Voices of a Distant Star, well, it's only like a 45-minute short, but 5 centimeters per second. Like, there's a lot of really great, Tokyo Godfathers is top tier, let me tell you. There's just a lot of really good anime movies out there that are overlooked because, like, Hayao Miyazaki movies just saturate the whole anime, all the anime movies. So, I mean, if you ever get a chance, like, watch some more of these anime movies because they're just as good, if not better, than a lot of stuff from Miyazaki. I'll be the first to say my least favorite anime movie is Spirited Away. I don't think it's that great. My favorite Miyazaki movie would probably have to be Nausicaa, to be honest. I just like her character a whole lot. But yeah, I'm not a huge, is there anyone else out there that's really not a huge fan of the Miyazaki movies? You are my friend. You've been agreeing with everything I've said tonight. So is it, you were there?
You have like kind of movies based on anime movies?
Like there's some really good movies out there based on, like I like a lot of the Naruto movies, the Madoka movie.
Have you seen Badlands Rumble, which is Trigun?
No, I haven't finished Trigun yet, so I haven't seen Badlands Rumble, but that is a plan. That's a good thing. I mean, I have a Totoro curse. I mean, I do love Miyazaki, but there are other anime movies out there that are amazing that really need some love too. Alright, we're gonna go through this next set in like 10 minutes. But wait, there's more. This is you guys when you watch anime.
It is trash.
It really is garbage, guys. Alright, so this next show, I'm gonna hurt Barry's feelings with this next one. I'm gonna hurt because I like this show, but I know it's one that I needed to address because someone on the Banzaicon fan page told me to address this one, so I am. I knew you were gonna be mad. No, I promise. I love Love Live. I do. The thing with Love Live, I was like, wow, all these people are cosplaying from Love Live, and I have no idea who they are, and it bothers me, so I'm gonna watch the show. I will be completely honest, I am so casual with Love Live, like, I don't know anything about, like, I only have seen the first season, I'm working on the second season, like, I barely played the game, like the mobile phone game, I don't really listen to, so I'm very casual Love Live fan, but, it's cosplayed everywhere. Like KatsuCon is home. Like KatsuCon up in Maryland is like home for the Love Live cosplayers, and the cosplay is beautiful. But I mean, I personally love Love Live. I don't find a lot wrong with it. It was a very enjoyable, a very feel-good series. But is there anyone out there that really just didn't find it that great? How many of you guys have seen Love Live? Wow. Okay. So I'm guessing some people that raise their hand and really love it. Okay. Well. Love Live is a pretty big one. Oh god, this next show. I don't even know what to say about this next show. I hate it. I hate the fans. I hate everything. This show is crap. Who have seen or at least heard of Dramatical Murder? And everyone's like, oh, the game is better. The game is better. I'm like, I don't think I can even take the game after seeing this series. And it's really funny. Like, I've been watching like the English dub trailers as a joke because they're hilarious. This show, while I understand is based on a game, and I know, like, I'll be first to say I love the Danganronpa games a lot, but the anime was very disappointing as a rendition, but I know that they were trying to fit such a long game into 12 episodes, and this might be also part of that. Maybe I just don't understand Dramatical Murder because I haven't played the games, but it's one of those, I can't even get through episode like 5, like, it doesn't go anywhere. The show goes absolutely nowhere. So is there anyone else who like really just does not like Dramatical Murder?
I was gonna say I like it. It's just I don't really like the yaoi aspect.
You look like you'd like it.
I do. I like how like I don't think anybody in here's gonna watch it, but if they do, I'm sorry for spoilers. But it gets to the part. Okay, but it gets to the part where you find out Oba's not a human. He's literally artificial.
I thought that was like super obvious at the beginning.
No.
His hair. Like there's no way this guy.
He has like a twin, and it's like they have weird things, and then the game. It's a good plot line. It's just the yaoi takes it off the. Yeah, it's just.
Well, see, that's the thing. Like yaoi does not bother me at all. Like it really does not. But it's just the story. So like if it was a yaoi and had a great story, I'd be like yes. But it's just not that great. Oh gosh, this is like the trashiest of trash anime. The memes from this next show. We're all trash. I love Evangelion so much. What is that? Oh, did anyone leave it? Oh, okay. All right, cool. I just want to make sure someone got that. So Evangelion, I didn't watch the movies first. I actually watched the original series first, and I read the whole manga because let me tell you, the manga makes it a lot more easy to understand what the heck is going on than the anime does. So the manga actually just finished up, believe it or not. But so if you ever were confused about the original series, go watch the manga. But this is a show, like the movies are wonderful. I love the movies. I've only seen the 1 and 2. I haven't had the chance to see the third one yet. But the movies are great. The anime is confusing as heck. I was sitting there, I'm like, why am I wasting my time watching this? But it's a classic, so I guess I will watch it. And I love Asuka so much, and I cosplayed her, so I was like, I feel like I have to watch the series to have my Asuka cosplay card. yeah, it's not as great as people say it is. People say it's the best anime of all time. I am here to tell you today that it's not the best anime of all time. Yeah?
First off, I like the show. I understand the reason why, but the fact that the protagonists were all so whiny practically almost turned me off of the show before I could finish.
Okay, can I just say for a second?
One more.
They're literally 14 years old and they have the pressure of saving the world. I think under that situation, just about anybody would be whiny.
I mean, well, Kiira Fox had to save the world and they were young, and that was a win. Then the Evangelion as a series. But no, I really do love Evangelion in general a lot. This next show I regret watching. I'm going to go through this really fast. I regret watching this show. Everyone's like, oh, it's a great show. It went nowhere for me. I don't know why people like it. They're going to make a season 2. I can bet you I'm not going to watch it. K or Project K. This is something that got really oversaturated in like 2012, 2013 when it came out. Not that great of a show. Has anyone seen Project K? Yeah, it's really not. It's not that great of a show. It's very boring, very flat characters. It introduces so many characters that they do nothing with, and the plot is so boring. I fell asleep to this anime, crying myself to sleep. Why am I doing this? Bad show. Alright, No Game, No Life is a show. I'm moving through these really fast. No Game, No Life. I don't like this show. This show had a really great premise. It was very promising. The first 3 episodes were great. After that, fan service took over and it was like, oh, we don't care about the plot anymore, and I ended up not liking the show. I'll take one comment.
So much incest.
I know. Well, and again, that doesn't bother me. I love Aremo. Aremo is one of the best anime ever. I love Aremo, and Aremo kind of builds on that. But No Game, No Life, incest aside, I just didn't care for it at all. Okay, yeah, is it already out? Okay, well, I don't really care. Alright, this next show my friend showed me and oh gosh. Okay,
the next one.
What is the red hair girl's name? Emmy? Emmy is her name? Or something? Yeah. She is the trashiest waifu of them all. This whole show, it was just trash. And everyone's like, the manga's better, and I understand that, but this show did not do it for me at all. I ended up watching all 12 episodes, and it took me 5 months to watch all 12 episodes because it was so boring to me, and it went nowhere. This anime is confusing as heck. And you have to watch it in a certain order, and it makes no sense. The only good part about Haruhi Suzumiya is Hare Hare Yukai, which is the dance they do. And I know the whole dance, but I don't like Haruhi at all. Then I was like, well, let me pick up the manga. Maybe it'll be a little less confusing.
It is not less confusing.
There's also light novels, but I'm not even going to touch those. Yeah. Alright, and this next show, this aired earlier this year, and this next show that I'm going to show you was the worst anime to air so far this year, and I was really hopeful for it. Cute Higher Defense Club. This show is about magical boy anime, and they pretty much make fun of magical girls, and this anime could have been so much better. This anime could have been so much funnier, but it suffered with really bad jokes and characters that weren't memorable and really stupid bad guys that they had to fight at the end of each episode. And they're making a season 2 for this. Are you kidding me?
Wait, what?
They're making a season 2 for this for next year. You've got to be. There are so many good shows they could do season 2, and they pick this trash.
Hey, think of this. Would you rather watch this or the Attack on Titan live action movie on repeat?
Probably because I could probably laugh at the Attack on Titan live action movie. This show, I suffered through, and it doesn't even give you any it doesn't even give you any good fan service to make it better. It's just a bad story. But anyway, as a closing statement, we don't have time to really go into anime that we personally think are trashy. We are all trash.
Oh God.
But watch what makes you happy, and don't let anyone tell you that you can't like a series just because they don't like it. There are stuff that I like that doesn't mean you can't like it. So thank you for not being easily offended today, and I hope to run this panel at another convention. I will be running 2 more panels at Banzaicon this weekend. Tomorrow morning I am running a week in Japan, travel and culture tips. And so anyone who's ever wanted to go to Japan, I'll answer your questions about how maybe if it's okay to be an otaku in Japan, or just different things you might need to know before you end up flying into Tokyo. And then the other panel is tomorrow night. It's an 18+ panel, and it's called From Kawaii to Kowai, which is a panel about cutesy dark anime. We'll be talking about shows that look cute on the outside but are super dark, gory, and scary on the inside. So I hope to see you guys there. That's it.